Shalom, shalom. Call halal yamla, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakodash. The bondage to the elders and apostles, a great most and teach them well. Peace and salutations be to the hopeful elect. Remember that Talisman, Commander, Truth, and Prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Alright, it's going to be in transit. Going into the worst kind of people. The worst kind of people are these celebrities. Alright, that's the worst kind of people you can be cool with or be friends with or be around. Okay. And that understanding comes from knowing how they got to that position. Okay. These rappers, people on TV, these people that have a name for themselves in this world, man. These are the worst kind of people you can be around or even trust. Alright, because these type of people will do anything. Okay? Will sacrifice anything for themselves. Alright? So we'll get right into it with the scriptures. In the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 9, it says, "Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man." Alright, there's nothing more wicked than a covetous man. Why? Because he'll do any manner of wickedness to get what he wants. "For such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels." Alright, let's see if we can grab that in the GNT. Alright, but the scripture just told you straight up what the title of the lesson was. There's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Alright? Ecclesiasticus 10 and 11. Alright. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 10, verse saying that either. Oh, verse 9. Salakia is in transit time. Look like GNT cut that part out where it says such a man setteth his own soul to sale. Alright, so you gotta be careful when you're stringing along these scriptures as well, because Ecclesiasticus Sirach 10 and 9 and the GNT says, "We are only dust and ashes. What are we? What have we got to be proud of? Our body decays even while we are alive." That's good too, but it left out a major part of that scripture. Okay, "Such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, casteth away his bowels." Okay, and the other part, "There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man." Okay. It says, a long illness puzzles the doctor. Even a king may be alive today and dead tomorrow. All right, so all these possessions you want, all these things that you want in this world, first off, they're temporary. They don't last forever. They never do. Okay. These bodies won't last forever. So you got nothing to be proud of, and to be covetous. This is really wickedness, man. Because you want something so bad, you lusting over something so bad, you do what it takes to get it. All right. Even if it means selling your own soul and your whole. All right. And men do these things. What did he say? He said there's nothing more. This nigga a demon, man. He said that there is nothing more satisfying than watching a man do anything for money or something like that, or having the power to make a man do anything for money. Something along those lines. But this nigga was sick, man. And they said that this is what he said when he got caught in a bed with a man. All right. And that's what he said to the person that caught him. There's nothing more satisfying than having the power to make a man do anything for money. And really, he was doing that. Really, he was doing that. He was doing that to other men because that got done into him. You know, he was doing anything for money, and Edomite probably told him that shit. You know. Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Okay? When they coveted after this money, they erred from the faith of YAHAWASHI. They give up everything. Alright? And beloved brother Ash of GMS Tampa, he did a beautiful lesson going into what these devils got to do at the initiation parties. And there was an Edomite speaking on what happened at the initiation party and what he had to do, how many rooms he had to go through, and what was detailed. He detailed those rooms and what was in them. All right. And basically these rooms represented 7 sins, what they would call 7 deadly sins. Okay. Which is just abominable things that they were doing. Which was greed, lust. They had a room where everybody was just getting naked and doing it with each other. Spirit of lust, spirit of greed. They had a room where everybody was just banqueting and just feasting like fat kings. Okay, and stomping on the food and just taking bites out of stuff and then throwing it back on the floor, or throwing on the floor, or throwing on the table, whatever. Just disrespecting the food, man. The guy said he didn't even want to eat it after what he saw. One of the last rooms, they made you sell your soul. And the room after that, they made you do sickening things, just to show you that you're going to do whatever they tell you to do at the snap of a finger. If you want this money and this fame, guess what you got to do for it. All right, jump through the hula hoop. All right, jump through the hula hoop of fire. and they're gonna make you do that shit. You see, they might get a kick out of doing these things. It's so strange what a nigga would do for money. I can just hear their ass saying that. You know, and they get a kick out of it. They love to see it because they got all the money and they giving Jake crumbs and watching them kill each other over it, watching them get on the black couch for it. Okay, and this is appeasing to them. NLT says, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, and some people, craving money, have wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows." All right, these niggas can't even sleep at night with the things they did for that money. All right, they have sacrificed their loved ones, their mother, their brothers, sisters, wives, children. Okay, best friends, just to get the money that they have. Get the things that they have. Gone through many rituals and many witchcraft ceremonies to maintain their wealth and maintain their money, because they don't have money, they have riches. Okay, now, riches, to be rich and to be wealthy are two different things. All right, to be wealthy, you got money to pass down for generations. You gonna be taken care of, and your family, your family's. Your immediate family and your sons and daughters and grandchildren are going to be taken care of as well. All right, that's what it means to have wealth. But to have riches is money you just going to have in this lifetime. You know, borrowed money, allowances. They shall give you a few pennies to go play with. Okay, but you can't give it off to your kids and shit, man. Alright, that's not gonna do you any good. You gotta be in the industry. The only way your kid's gonna get that is if they in the industry as well, as if they run through these ceremonies as well, man. Alright, you got a person that's eager to be on that level, or they're eager to obtain what they would call the American dream or success in this world. You gotta get away from them. Alright, because they might push you off a cliff just to get it. They might walk all over you just to get it. It's not the kind of people you want to be around, man. Okay? That's why the scripture says this. In the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 7. "If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him." You got to prove him. If you can get a friend, you got to prove him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. So a man may be a friend with you just to get what he need out of you, and he ain't gonna be there for you when you need help. Okay, that's not the type of friends you want, man. Those type of guys you want to stay far away from. All right, and that's how these celebrities are. These celebrities are the exact same way. They're very covetous, and they're willing to do anything to keep that fame and that recognition in this world. All right. With that, this lesson was edifying to you. I came out with listening to the sincerity. To next time, inshallah. Call HALAL YAHAWAH, YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, Shalom.